around the world goes to Washington, D.C. for the presidential inauguration of Donald J. Trump, 45th President of the United States of America. First stop, the White House, the day before the inauguration. There was a lively group of people gathered at the South Lawn in front of the White House. Some were there to thank President Obama for his 8 years of service as president, while others were celebrating his departure. This was an overture of the divergent feelings around Washington during the inauguration events. Credentials were essential to get into the various venues, from the welcome concert on January 19th to seating at the inauguration, which could range from front and center to way out in Siberia. The media had a compound set up on the National Mall with enough cameras placed at every angle to document the slightest sniffle. Satellite trucks lined the roads, beaming every breath of the historic occasion around the world. Hotels were dressed and ready to welcome President Trump, with bunting, banners, and flags, from the JW Marriott and Willard to the new Trump International Hotel, which opened at the former U.S. Post Office building on Pennsylvania Avenue. The hotel, with a soaring atrium and metal support beams reminiscent of the Eiffel Tower, is home to the restaurant BLT Prime, which has delicious popovers to start every meal with. They got a big thumbs up from the California contingent of hotel guests. The welcome concert was held at the Lincoln Memorial, and besides some great musical entertainment, the crescendo was a patriotic red, white, and blue spectacular fireworks show. January 20th began with a pink sunrise on the Washington Monument. And although rain was in the forecast, Mother Nature held her breath until after the ceremony in front of the Capitol. The procession of cars down Pennsylvania Avenue was met with cheers as they made their way to the oath of office and the inaugural speech ceremony. The Mormon Tabernacle Choir sang Battle Hymn of the Republic, and Justice Roberts performed the oath of office.
Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, Donald John Trump, do solemnly swear.
I, Donald John Trump, do solemnly swear.
That I will faithfully execute.
That I will faithfully execute.
The office of President of the United States.
The office of President of the United States.
And will, to the best of my ability.
And will, to the best of my ability.
Preserve, protect, and defend.
Preserve, protect, and defend.
The Constitution of the United States.
The Constitution of the United States.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations, Mr. President.
With a 21-gun salute as the U.S. Marine Band played Hail to the Chief, the Obamas departed from the Capitol by Marine One helicopter for a vacation in Palm Springs. The parade from the Capitol down Constitution Avenue and on to Pennsylvania Avenue had a procession of over 8,000 participants, including marching bands, equestrian corps, first responders, and veterans groups. That evening, guests attending the 3 inaugural balls were hampered by protesters who had set up roadblocks and caused vandalism. 217 protesters were arrested and 6 police officers were injured. Storefront windows were smashed and a limousine was torched. Police protected the public as best they could with fencing and barriers going into the convention center. Protesters were angry at various issues, from calling the new president a fascist to anger over alleged physical groping, as well as a perceived change in women's rights. Some protesters chanted to the inaugural ball attendees, "Get a job," which seems ironic as most attendees were actively employed or employers. The Liberty Ball was held at the Walter E. Washington Convention Center and had about 7,000 guests, all dressed formally. There were food and drink stations, and the room had a large dual stage with presidential seals on all the walls. Entertainment included Chrisette, Michelle, and Travis Green with the Abundant Life Choir, 18 Rockettes from Radio City Music Hall, the Piano Guys, Michael Flatley's Lord of the Dance, and soul legend Sam Moore sang.
Direct from New York City, please welcome the world-famous Radio City Rockettes. Ladies and gentlemen, it is our honor to present to you the 45th President of the United States, Donald J. Trump, and the First Lady of the United States, Melania Trump.
That is what I call great talent. Thank you very much. Great talent. Thank you. Well, we did it. We began this journey and they said we and me, we didn't have a chance, but we knew we were going to win.
Yeah, baby.
And today we had a great day. People that weren't so nice to me were saying that we did a really good job today. They hated to do it, but they did. And I respect that. I respect that. But I have to say, the crowd was unbelievable today. You know, I looked at the rain, which just never came. You know, we finished the speech, went inside, it poured, then we came outside, the helicopter scene was an incredible scene. An incredible scene, so beautiful. Like from a movie set, so beautiful. And then, amazingly, it rained, and then we went out. It's like God was looking down on us.
The following day, Saturday, was the Women's March on Washington, with an estimated 500,000 people, many wearing pink hats and chanting for women's rights, health care, and other women's issues. Celebrities Madonna, Ashley Judd, and Scarlett Johansson were speakers at the rally. Although anarchists created havoc at Friday's protests, there were no arrests at the Women's March. There was only trash in the forms of discarded protest signs along the streets of downtown Washington. The weekend showed the miracle called America, a nation where for 200 years the transition of power is achieved in a fairly peaceful manner. Those happy with that transition can celebrate, while those who are not can have their voices heard. The one unifying goal is that all Americans want a country where the government protects the unalienable rights of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness.